morning, friends. I'm Mark Maxwell, a member of the Board of Deacons, and I'm pleased to provide you a brief update on the status of our new Warm Hat Ministry that has just completed its first winter season. The Warm Hat Ministry was first envisioned in late 2022 as a new ministry of the Board of Deacons. The decision was made to hold the initial launch until this past November and this current winter season. Hopefully you have all seen the Warm Hat sign and distribution station that prominently sits directly across Ashman Street and adjacent to the Memorial Mission Garden. I'd like to first give credit where credit is due for the sign design, framing, and installation, which were all personally managed by Ivan Wood, our current but soon-to-be retired Director of Facilities. Ivan was able to take what was initially provided to him as a rough concept and outline on paper and ultimately create something that was both aesthetically pleasing and extremely functional for our intended recipients. We owe a huge thank you to Ivan for his amazing contributions to this ministry and for everything he has done for the church. Although we're well aware that it's a bit premature to declare winter over in Michigan, but with the recent warm weather, we recognize that spring is on the horizon, so we decided to take down the sign this past week, bringing an end to what, by any measure, was an extremely successful first season. When we first started this ministry, we were often asked what our goal was for the number of hats we hoped to distribute. But as this was our first year, we weren't in a position to provide a good estimate to this question. However, we all felt that if we were able to provide even one hat to a person in need in our community, that we would call it a success. Well, not only did we provide one hat, over the course of the last 4 months, we provided close to 200 hats to our friends and neighbors in the community, many of whom would not likely have a hat to keep them warm on our typically cold winter days and nights. And while the demand for hats was certainly beyond anything we could have ever imagined, even more amazing was the great outpouring of love by you, our church family, and other faithful members of our community in supplying us with a huge number of knitted, crocheted, sewn, and store-bought hats, gloves, and scarves. While I don't know the exact number of hats that were supplied, my guess it was well in excess of 300, and with well over 100 hats still in inventory, we will carry those over into next year's campaign when we again roll things back out in the November-December timeframe. On behalf of the Board of Deacons, I would like to thank everyone that contributed hats, gloves, and scarves to this new ministry, and to our dedicated office and pastoral staff for their continual support, and especially to the front desk volunteers for all of their efforts to place the hats in weather-resistant bags, and then to everyone that volunteered their time to constantly refill the hat distribution station as the hats were depleted. It is because of the great outpouring of love of this congregation and the sharing of your time and amazing gifts that we were able to have such an impactful first year of this ministry. We look forward to continuing this ministry in the coming years, and thank you in advance for your continued support and supply of warm hats for the next winter season. Thank you again, and God bless you all.